Hello everyone and welcome back to Curious Food World. We are going to be cooking menudo. We'll keep this short and simple and talk about the ingredients and get right to cooking. So the first thing we got here is our vegetables. We got our potatoes, carrots, red bell peppers, garlic, onions, and also we have our tomato paste over here. We're using 1 can, but we'll definitely be using half of it and see how that goes first. And then we got our proteins, which is our pork sirloin cut into cube-sized pieces, and inside of it is garlic, soy sauce, a little bit of oil, bay leaf, a little bit of salt, and a little bit of lemon. So that was marinated for a day overnight, and that should be good to go. And over here on the side, we got our black pepper, fish sauce, oil, whatever oil you want to use. We are using just regular corn oil. And over here, we got our Vienna sausages, just 1 can, sliced into cube-sized pieces. And then we have our country crock butter, whatever works best for you. This is salted, so and a little bit of water. And the reason why we are doing this is because we want a crunchy texture, which adds the flavor, but as well as preventing it from being soggy once we mix it with the other ingredients. So this is kind of the way we do it. And that is how it should look like after about 5-7 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and remove this. We'll add in butter. Chop in your garlic and onions, and also raise your temperature to the high heat. Just keep going until this is translucent. Should take about 1 or 2 minutes depending on your temperature of your heat. And then afterwards we'll add in our tomato paste. 1 tablespoon first, see how that goes, and maybe a little bit more afterwards. So we'll saute this for about a couple minutes. Just make sure everything is all really mixed together, but kind of release all the oil goodness from the tomato paste. This smells fantastic, my guys. So after about 5 or 7 minutes of cooking the meat, we're going to add a little bit of water in there. I'll add in a little bit of soy sauce, about 2 or 3 tablespoons, depending on what it tastes like. But I'll start off at least with 2 tablespoons and then move on to 3 tablespoons if you need to, because of course we're going to be also adding fish sauce, so keep that in mind. So the next thing really is just to wait for the meat to be soft and tender. So this is going to take about at least 35 to 45 minutes depending on your meat. And then we'll have this also covered with a lid. We decided to move this over to a smaller pot just to simplify things. And the next thing we got to do is put the lid on. Not sure what our neighbor is doing over there. It seems like the water is reduced way too quickly before your pork is tender. I say add a little bit more water in there. We went ahead and brought in 1 cup of water just in case, so be careful and just watch out for it. At last is our secret ingredient, guys. 1 Knorr cube, which is pork. This should be sufficient. Well, it looks like the neighbors are cutting down the trees, so forgive me for all the noises, guys. It is what it is, my dudes. Alexa, set a timer for 35 minutes.
Good morning, Buddha. 35 minutes, starting now.
Yeah, buddy. Well, I'm glad they're cutting down the trees, guys, especially with our hurricane that happened not too long ago. There was a lot of damages around our city, especially out in Orlando. Luckily, nothing has happened to us, but at least they're taking preventative caution when it comes to damages. And then halfway through, we'll go ahead and dump our Vienna sausages. This is optional. You don't have to do it. If you don't have it, it's okay as well. But we like it. We like the texture of it. Next thing is just putting the rest of the vegetables. And let that cook for the remainder of 10 minutes. I just tasted it, guys. We just need 1 tablespoon of fish sauce, and that should be good. But you prefer to be a little bit more saltier, go ahead and add another tablespoon of fish sauce, but not too much. And that should be good for us, at least. And of course, you can't get my boy, Mr. Black Pepper seasoning. Get a lot in there, guys, because the cracked pepper is the way to go. Also remember that once it reduces, this can be a little more saltier. So don't go too crazy with the fish sauce. 1 tablespoon at the most, and then you need a little bit more, maybe half a tablespoon or just monster lap, my guys. Monster lap.
It looks good because it's like different photos.
Yeah, like my wife said, it's definitely a beautiful dish just because all the colorful ingredients are in there. Carrots, potatoes, meat, tomatoes, bay leaf, the redness, or the oiliness of it, guys. Oh man, here's the last and final hurrah right here, my guys. So give it a try and just let us know, my dudes. But in the meantime, me and my wife are gonna eat this deliciousness. Have a good one, guys.